Aloha, this is Dan McDonald, Life Regenerator here. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of herbs, using herbs to enhance the quality of your life. I'm here at the Kauai Pharmacy. They have the best herbs in the world. We're going to tell you why. I'm going to start with you, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me, what do you love about herbs?
They're amazing. They're alkalinizing. They just enhance your overall health. They just feel good. Yeah, they're wonderful. I mean, our vitality is so great. It's loaded with mulberry. It builds the chi, builds your blood. It helps with circulation and energy. Overall, just feeling great. Helps you detox, get all those chemicals out of you that you might be around if you're consuming them or just living around you. So
Detoxification, energy. How long have you been playing with herbs?
Oh, since I was a little girl.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so my life.
Right on.
Yeah.
What about you, Taylor? What do you love about herbs? And maybe you can even tell us about what you love about Vitality, the herb we're talking about today.
So my background is in phytochemistry, so that is really why I love plants. And phytochemicals are not nutrients and they're not minerals. They're things that you can't get anywhere else besides a photosynthesizing organism. So it's very unique to this kingdom. And in particular, Yakan, for example, in this Vitality blend, has a ton of flavonoids, which is a type of polyphenol. We won't go too far into it, although the really awesome thing about flavonoids is that they are antioxidant and reduce oxidative stress on your body because they take out the reactive oxygen species. And that's more effective than vitamin C or vitamin E.
So your background is actually in science, but I also know you have a very spiritual side as well, so that's what I always find so interesting about your feedback.
Yeah, I like to, not to get too personal, but I like to marry the two because we are riding this new way of being on the planet, and the science and religion have been battling forever. I mean, Galileo got thrown in jail, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I like to marry the two, and I think they go hand in hand.
Cool, thank you, Taylor. Well, Doug, these herbs totally changed your life. That's how you became the owner and just decided to create this farm so that you could have these herbs for your family and yourself and your friends. And now the whole thing's just really blossoming because the world needs it. Tell us what the herbs have done for you.
The herbs have done so many things for me. I don't know where to start, really. We have over 70 different plants here on the farm, so every day we're learning more about each plant, mostly through experience for the most part. This was the first plant that I kind of played with or danced with when we got here, was this noni leaf, or the noni plant, noni tree. And this tulsi plant was probably the first plant we planted here on the farm. What have they done for me? Intuition. They've given me an ownership or opportunity to use an intuition that was basically dormant or, in my kind of sleeping. In Chinese medicine called your Dan Qian, which they say that a big percentage of the Western world's Dan Qian is sleeping, which is that center, that lowest region of their, and that's where your intuition sits. So the plants they access of vitamins and minerals with all the different diversity of plants we have in our gardens. They're accessing all these different diverse vitamins and minerals. We basically mimic backyard gardening here. And that backyard gardening allows for diversity. And it's that diversity that gets in your system, and it's different than what you'd get at the health food store, and it's different than what you would get at the even the farmer's market for the most part, unless you can access local herbs. And so when you access that intuition, you kind of take ownership of yourself and you find your youth. And it's just amazing to be able to find your youth. I mean, that's kind of what I think we're all looking to do eventually, because when you find your youth, then you're you, and you can live out your true self. So for me, every day is an adventure with these herbs, with my family. I use them for my children, on my children, with my wife. We soak in them, we spray them on us. We use them, immediately after any kind of injury at all, and we're just lucky to be around them. So,
amen.
Yeah.
Well, so basically it sounds like what we're saying here is that you don't have to really overthink it too much and have a PhD, but you really do. In order to have an experience, you have to get the herbs and the plants into your body, and they will start to wake you up. That just brings me there was this incredible story from a gentleman who just began to put the plants into his body, and his whole life changed. And he was working the night shift for years, working from 11 p.m. to 8 in the morning. And as soon as he started to put the plants into his body began to say, bro, you got to sleep at night and work during the day. So he went to his boss, and his boss said no. And he had to quit his job. He was losing weight because when you don't get that rest, then you don't get that regenerative and you're going to be overweight and sluggish and slow, and your cycles are going to be off of nature. So getting plants into your body will bring you back into clarity and harmony with nature. One great way to do that is with the Kauai Pharmacy herbs. I mean, they are the freshest herbs that you can buy on the planet, and so you might as well get some of those. Just put those in. Don't overthink it. You know, I like to have a more stimulating brew in the morning, like Vitality or Love Potion, and then pretty much every night I have like Tranquility, and that way I just get a little boost in the morning and then calm down at night with the herbs, and that flushes the system and hydrates and alkalinizes. And then the plants do the work themselves. All you have to do is brew a little bit of tea. Anybody can do that. This is very simple. Get the plants in your life. Use them for your medicine. Take good care of yourself. Is everyone complete?
Yeah, I like what you said. Drink the tea. Don't just buy the tea and put it on your shelf. You have to consume it. You have to use the tea, and it will make a huge difference in your life.
And it's, again, all about longevity. So being able to drink it over and using the herbs over a long period of time. Don't overthink it. If you want to take a day off or a week off, that's cool. Just look out and try and say 6 months or a year from now, I'm going to continue to use these herbs, because that's the key, is just listening to your intuition and continuing to drink them and integrating them into your lifestyle.
Yeah, so nourishing yourself instead of stimulating yourself. And if the nourishment's not enough and you need to stimulate, then you need to look at the deeper reasons why. Your job, your relationship, your life, where you live. Are you doing what you want to do? And the plants are one part of waking you up to becoming more sensitive to your own inner intuition, like you said, which is going to help you to get harmonized with the real life that so many of us are missing out on because of the structure of our society. So here is Kauai, our love from the Aina, and our consciousness and the consciousness of plants and the consciousness of Hawaii, that wherever you are, you can order this online and get it shipped to your house. Make a nice warm tea on the stove, make it into ice or make it in the sun, which I prefer, a nice slow sun brew, and then you're good to go. So check out the links down below. If you want to save 10% on anything at the Kauai Pharmacy, you put in Dan the Man as the code and you will save 10%. Freshest herbs on the planet. Check out their YouTube, check out their Facebook, check out their Instagram. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Thank you guys for your time.
Aloha.
And thank you.